I probably would get beat up. I'd still be funny as hell. Did you say that other question? I get these for later. Stop feeding them to the chicken!
Notice he also doesn't use scope cam.
He's me. Will you stop it with the chicken?
I thought that was a question.
I'm just gonna let Joe take this question.
Okay, I'll tell you guys real quick.
Put the gun down!
Well, you gotta sit in the middle.
Am I sitting in the middle?
You always sit in the middle.
I do usually sit in the middle, don't I?
I was gonna put you in the middle anyways.
Okay, we're gonna focus in on.
Focus on the chicken.
We're focusing on the blue chicken.
The chicken's head.
We gotta name these guys. So what's the one you're holding's name, Joe?
This is Jeff.
This is Jeff.
You didn't know that?
No, this is I have to admit, this is my first time learning this. This one's name is Timmy. Say hi to Timmy. What's that one's name?
This one's Ricky.
That's Ricky.
Yes.
Mine's name's Snoopy.
Yes.
Look,
No,
Jeff,
that's the point.
Jeff has an underbite kind of like Daniel.
Yeah, he does have an underbite. Let's take a look.
Reminds me of Daniel.
Can we see that? Oh yeah, look at that. Let's just fix that. There we go.
No, that's not.
In case you guys are wondering what the chickens are for, we don't really know either. We just found them and they're here now. So
yeah, or they're in Matt's room.
Exactly. Welcome to Q&A episode 26. This is probably the worst and god-awful setup we've ever done in this entire series. I mean, we are on a time constraint today, so we're kind of short pressed for time here, and we're just like, well, how can we make a good setup? I know. Let's just throw everything we can find in kind of arm's reach and eyesight onto the table. Oh look, we have Smarties too. Isn't that great? Anyway, guys, welcome to Q&A episode. I don't even know why I'm doing the intro. This is just not. This is so
episode 26.
This is episode. You want to do the intro? I'll let Joe do the intro.
Well, it's my second time here.
Yeah.
And, questions and ammo.
Yep. There you go.
Episode 26.
Yep.
Featuring Jeff.
Timmy.
And Ricky.
Welcome to the program. This is the video series where you viewers ask the questions and put them in the comment section down below, and if you are lucky enough, they may just be viewed and aired on the next episode for your viewing pleasure and our stupidity to attempt to answer them. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Joe, take us away.
I didn't know that part.
See? I've said it so many times now, it's just kind of like a robot kind of treats it. What's the first question, Joe? Take us away.
You said that twice.
Okay.
Take us away.
This question was submitted by NetNet, all caps.
Okay.
How do you guys waterproof your AEGs?
How do we waterproof our AEGs?
Well, I'm going to turn this one over to Matt.
Right.
Because,
see, on the car, we're always debating. Matt, you always talk too much.
Actually,
like,
and I said, you talk all you want.
I'm just going to let Joe take this question.
Okay, I'll tell you guys real quick.
Put the gun down!
I call answering this question.
Hold on, let me go first. I'll tell you guys how I waterproof mine.
Okay. You don't waterproof mine?
I don't. I just play with it.
I'll take that up too. To waterproof my AEG, I don't. I mean, if it gets wet, it's gonna get wet. If it dies, it's gonna die. But I've had yet had one to completely die on me. I've had a motor die, but I'm not convinced that was due to the water. But my pistol grips are really, your guns shouldn't have that issue because mine has like a really open ventilated pistol grip and the water can just flood into there. So I don't think you guys should be too worried. If you're thinking about waterproofing your AEGs, I wouldn't really worry about it. As long as you keep the battery dry and the motor dry.
And we spend most of our time swimming in DVA. Yeah, so.
And just don't hold your gun up like this if it's raining so all the water can go down the barrel and mess up your... Because if the water gets in the barrel, your BBs are just going to be like... Who knows where they're going to go because they're just hitting water on the way out. Ooh, that was a smartie. Nick, what do you think? What do you do to waterproof your guns?
I threw it in a lake.
Good answer. Next question.
And it still works. It's actually true.
Don't make me show it, please. Okay. Jackal Gaming wants to know, would you run a World War II gun with a modern loadout, like an M1 Garand with a US modern woodland camouflage? Well, I mean, we have chickens on the table today, so really at this point, nothing's beneath us.
Probably would.
Yeah. I would run an M1 Garand with the Starship Troopers loadout.
You darn.
I wouldn't even feel ashamed about it, to be honest with you.
I would take a Thompson and an MP40 with a Stormtrooper outfit.
Yep.
I would do that normally anyways.
Yeah.
I would wear a Hitler stash with a Nazi uniform.
That escalated.
With an MP40.
And Nick's Hitler hat.
I don't have a Hitler hat.
I probably would get beat up. I'd still be funny as hell. Did you say that other question? I get these for later. Stop feeding them to the chicken! Go. We have to take candy. We're stuck in there.
Sorry, I got it. It's not a problem. It's right here.
We've got to regurgitate them. Oh, God save us. No, don't even try. Yeah, you'll just see it on the screen. You'll just see it on the screen. Go ahead,
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
You know, actually, no. I want to see you try to pronounce this. Let's see.
Well, it could be either PHM Ivan. Yeah, like PHM as in like
I was thinking
pharmaceutical
Ivan?
monkey Ivan.
Yeah.
But we could just go with Ivan because I like Ivan.
I like Ivan. Yeah, that's good. I like it.
Flism defer.
Yeah. Continue.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Continuing.
this guy.
Yep.
Says, what do you guys think about playing at night?
It sucks.
It's hard.
I'm not done with the question. It's a big run-on sentence.
Continue.
What do you guys think about playing at night? My team and I love it. It makes the game more interesting for us. Then again, we don't have any form of night vision. So if you don't have any form of night vision... Oh! There's emojis.
Oh, there are... Oh, look, we got emojis! The little, the smiley face with the crying on it. Okay, so you go first. I gave my opinion. Go. What do you think? Night games. Nick, what do you think of them?
I think they're dark.
So useless. Yeah.
I got friendly fired at Iron Horse in a night game.
Yeah, and during the day too, so.
Okay.
I mean, in their defense, I was trying to knife a guy and he didn't know I was back there, so I was behind.
Right.
Night
UFS.
games are hard with a lot of people because
they are.
When we played, we spent a lot of time just yelling at the people who would, on our team, who would expose us.
Hey! Stop giving away our... Like the guy would shine a flashlight on us. Stop it!
Super bright flashlights at us and give away our position.
We're trying to be super sneaky, and you're ruining it.
Being operator here.
I don't like night games. I'm going to level with you. Because the ones I've played at DV8 and at Iron Horse... Now, okay, granted, if it's a facility that's kind of lit, well lit, and if it has like a city environment to it, then I'm all down for it. But if it's like a night game at DV8, ugh, just don't. Because... you're going to get friendly fired more than you actually shoot at the bad guys. Like, you will probably kill more of your own teammates than you will the bad other team. Because that's just how night games work. Like, you don't know who's who. You're kind of shooting at shadows because you can't tell what camouflage pattern they're wearing. You can't tell whose team they're on. For all you know, you could be shooting at, like, just like a pack of your guys just going left. You're like, okay, cool. Oh, look, there's a guy coming right at me. Better shoot at these guys because that's the only thing I see moving. And you can't see anything with no light. So
or at DV8, you might wind up shooting a tactical cow.
True that. So you got that's always something to be aware of too, especially at DV8. And just that and the fact that you don't want to step on like a hole and then break your ankle off.
Or a chicken.
Or a chicken. In that case, you don't want to crush Jeffrey. Don't crush Jeffrey.
That's Ricky.
Jeffrey.
Oh, it's Ricky. I'm sorry.
This is Jeff.
But you get my point. They're fun at certain. Okay, they're bad with an asterisk next to them. So depending on the setting, they can be good, but for the most part, I don't really like night games. But the time we had an Iron Horse 2 where we got to sneak around behind enemy lines, that was fun because we got to. That was reasonably well lit. There was like dark, shadowy areas, and we could still maneuver and get behind the enemy and still ID who the bad guys were at certain points, not at every point. Anyway, okay, what do you think, Joe?
Right up there.
Yep, I think did you answer the question?
I think I did.
Oh, you did? Okay, well, go for it. Next question.
The guy shining lights at us.
That was a good question, though. Yeah, that's right. You did say that. I forgot about that.
So this would be a good one.
This would be a good one.
Oh, wow. This is a great one for me. Written by Airsoft Jojo Phil. What cameras do you use to record, and would you recommend them? I'll just let Matt tell this one because...
I'm gonna file one back to you. You want me to answer it? Okay.
I use a GoPro.
He uses a GoPro, which
on
are
two occasions, which is only 2 occasions besides that.
We generally use contour roam cameras, and there's a number of reasons why. Number one would have to be how easy they are to use, operate, and mount. So basically, when you see on this helmet, you'll notice here I have an ops core helmet mount. Literally, all I do to install the camera is slide it on my helmet. It just slides into that rail. I want to turn it on, flick the switch on. I want to turn it off, flip the switch back. They couldn't be easier to use. That and they're very streamlined. Like a GoPro is kind of square, so you can't really put them off to the side of your head. You can only put them right on the front. Like I see people put them right here where the NVG mount is, or they put them. I see them sometimes like they're doing that third-person thing now, where they have them like over their shoulders. They're kind of bulky, and they can kind of get in the way if you don't mount them right. With a GoPro, or especially if you have like a gun cam, if you're trying to do like a zoom cam or like a rear-facing camera, using a GoPro is kind of hard to do because it's a square and it's off the side of your gun. It's a big block right there. With a contour camera, it's like a tube just on the side of your gun, and it doesn't really get in the way all that much, and it's reasonably, just compact and not intrusive or doesn't get in the way really. The bad things about Contours is, number one, their business is kind of failing, I think. I don't think they're doing too hot. I don't even know if they're around really still. I know they kind of went under different ownership for a little while there. I really don't know how they're doing right now. But I think they're still, you can still find them still around. You can get them on eBay and stuff, but the quality on them is decent. They can do the newer ones can do 60 frames a second with 720p or 1080p with 30 frames a second, so the quality is not nearly as good as a GoPro. Like GoPros can do like 1080p, 60
like
frames a second,
or
and then 4K they can do. So quality-wise, GoPros aren't easily better than Contours, but we like to use Contours for the ease of mounting, the ease of operation, and I also like the angle. Like when you look down this, like the footage we have, like I like how it looks down the side of the gun. I think a lot of other people do as well. With a GoPro, when you look down, you're kind of looking down at the top of your gun, and it doesn't really kind of demonstrate how long, like it doesn't really show you like the full length of your gun. It doesn't show you all the attachments and everything you have on it necessarily. That's just my own personal opinion. Some guys can do it really well. Guys have like found ways to like mount them closer to your forehead, so it gives you a more first-person shooter aspect. So that's what I like about the Contour cameras. Anything to add to that, or does that I'll sum it up?
I use what Matt tells me to use.
Okay. So, all right. Next question comes to us from. That was a good question. Who's the most redneck?
That works for me. I'll
Yeah.
take that.
Yes, are we gonna argue on this one?
Probably.
Was it the question? Who's it by?
Oh, it's by Mike85. It'll be on screen, but yeah, sorry, I forgot to mention that. Mike85 asks who's the most redneck, and the answer would be Nick.
Yeah.
Or Daniel.
Guys, I'm letting you know,
But I think it'd be Nick.
Well, Daniel lives in Alaska now.
Yeah,
he is.
I hate the word redneck with a passion.
Really? Why is this? Elaborate.
It just like brings on a sense of stupidity more than. I like the word
They
southern.
want to take our airsoft guns.
Hey,
I like the word southern more.
Take our guns. Just break the neck.
It's a dog toy, dude.
Just go to sleep.
Thank you.
Next question. Answer.
See that.
No, it's you. I just answered that one.
Do you?
Don't make me break his neck. I will. I will do it.
Next deck?
That escalated fast.
It did. It's like a snow cone or
That was
something.
me.
It's a telescope, right? You did that?
You told me to roll it.
I did tell you to roll it, but not like that.
You didn't tell me which way to
Close
roll it.
enough. I should have been more specific. Okay.
Roman scalp.
Roman scalp.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys plan to pick up some scope cameras, such as the Red Cam 2?
Why do you use Contours over GoPros?
Well, we just answered
If
that.
you're buying,
Okay, yeah,
if
so-
you're buying on flying with the scope.
Yeah, if you want to give us scope cams, by all means, Matt, give us scope cams.
I would have a scope cam. Should I tell them about this one again? All these questions keep coming back to me. See, I'm kind of like the tech guy. I kind of just give everyone the cameras to utilize. I do
You're
the
the tech
editing. What else would I be? I work on everyone's guns.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh.
Never mind.
Okay. You go.
I fixed your gun.
You did?
This one's
He's
still
trolling.
He sold me.
This one works.
He sold me the gun too.
Forget it.
He knows what he's talking about. Most of
Oh my God! Why do I hang out with you guys? So we just answered the GoPro question. We kind of.
Oh, it's 85 now.
Oh.
No, it's 89.
Oh.
Get out of here. Anyway, so the question was why we use Contours over GoPros. Well, we just answered that. We kind of like the way they operate and function a little bit better. That's really the GoPros realistically are more higher quality in terms of footage, but we just like the ease of operation and how they work.
You literally just said.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm just repeating what I said. Reiterate.
Yeah,
So, what was the other part of that question? I forgot.
Scope cams.
Scope cams, right. We use scope cams. I actually installed a zoom lens into one of our Contour Roam cameras, and we use that as a zoom cam. However, it's not the best quality camera, so what I'll probably be looking into is like one that you just mentioned off. I think it was like
the Run Cam.
the Run Cam 2. I was looking into that. ATN also makes one. I don't know the quality on that yet. I haven't really looked into this all that much, but I really do think we need to start upping our game when it comes to the zoom cam footage, because a lot of people are doing it now, especially like with the red dots, and people put them on their sniper rifles all the time. So
Here's the problem with scope cams, though. That way, then we actually have to prove that we hit someone, and that could be an issue sometimes.
we always hit them though.
Right.
Every
Exactly.
time.
Everyone
Every
we ever
time.
shoot at, we definitely hit.
Never miss
Speak for
once.
yourself. I hit them all the time.
Notice he also doesn't use scope cam.
He's me. Will you stop it with the chicken?
I thought that was a question. Oh, I got you. Okay, here we go. By Break Your Mark.
By Break. Oh, he's on. We've had him on the program a couple times actually.
What is your favorite SMG? I literally only own SMGs and pistols, so I'm just a bit partial.
So he is clearly a submachine gun / pistol. I'm guessing we're getting a CQB vibe coming here, right?
I'll tell you, my favorite SMG
would be
the Vector. Vector. Oh yeah.
That's a good one. You know what? I might just have to double up on that one. I think I double up on that one. I agree. I like the Chris Vector. That is easily one of my favorite submachine guns.
Who's Chris?
Real, shut up. The real one is chambered in 45 ACP, so it has a real big cartridge, and the Airsoft version is just freaking cool.
Chambered in 6mm.
Chambered in 6mm. What else? What about you, Nick? What do you like?
Tommy guns are cool.
Tommy, you know what? I think I still pick a Chris. In terms of modern guns,
MP40s are cool.
I love them.
MP40s. MP5s are cool. P90s are cool. Elite is cool. Does she count?
You know what? I don't know if this will count as a submachine gun, but you know what Daniel would get? He'd get like one of those Dracos, like the sawed-off AKs.
Oh, yeah, the little ones.
Doesn't he like Gats too? Who likes Gats?
Well, Daniel's really weird. Daniel, you're weird. I know he's watching this. Daniel, you're weird. We all know it. Everyone here knows it. Everyone on the channel knows it. You like all the weird stuff. It's okay. It's okay. We still love you. We still care about you. But Dracos are weird, okay? Shot-off AKs are just strange things. Why do we need those? We don't need those. I'm sorry. We have nice submachine guns. We don't need to cut down an AK. I'm sorry, Daniel. I'm really sorry. I'm going to get so much hate for that answer, but...
Yeah, we're going to get a lot of hate about this entire video.
Yep.
And that should have been that, so I'm going to put that back.
Wait, what?
Shut up. You didn't see that.
You just answered a question. It's Joe's turn.
I just went.
Well, you didn't. So it's my turn. Why are you answering a question for my turn then? This will probably be the last one anyway.
What type of ammo do you use on your guns?
Brand and weight, Nick. What brand and weight ammo do you use in your guns?
It's going to be like plastic.
I use metal sharpened BBs at my enemies, so I want them to really feel it. I really want them to call it.
I shoot 22s.
The blood on their skin is proof that I hit them.
So you said what brand?
Yeah, what brand?
Do you want to know?
Yeah.
Elite Force. Forever.
Okay. Matt, what brand do you use?
I don't want to be here with you guys anymore.
What brand?
I use a... Two down. Let it go. I use either Elite Force or Vulcan BBs, really whatever I can get my hands on. They're both good. I think I've had better luck with Elite Force ones before. I've had less jams with Elite Force BBs that may just be contributory to my guns, but I do like Elite Force BBs. I generally find myself gravitating towards those when I go to MilSim events. And as for weight, I generally use 2.8s. Generally, I think guns that shoot around 400 or over 400, best you use, I guess, to most effect, be 2.5s or 2.8s. If you're shooting about 350 or something around that range, you're shooting 2.0s. Like 380s, maybe 2.5s. Around 400, I like to use 2.8s because I find those give me good range, good accuracy. And also when you go to MilSim events, people tend to feel them more because heavier BBs kind of have more, I guess, I don't know the science behind it, like more kinetic energy. You feel heavier BBs more so than lighter weight BBs, and people tend to call those more consistently. So that's what I use, 2.8s, usually Elite Force, but I use Vulcan on occasion. Oh, we lost a candy click.
BBs.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, dang, that was mine.
Well,
okay.
Do we have any more?
It fell inside.
Oh, God. Oh, so now I have to go fish that out later?
Just spend it this way.
Appreciate it.
Okay, so currently, the BBs I have are Vulcan.
Okay.
I also use Elite Force.
Right. Which do you prefer?
If they make someone go hit, that's what I'm worried about. That's kind of hard with players who wear multi.
Shut up. You got. I try to be in the middle here. I try not to be discriminatory. I try to be all inclusive, and then Nick's just he's
trying to be politically correct.
Just gives everyone who doesn't like the middle finger.
He's a politically correct kind of guy.
He's so hard to just work with when it comes to this stuff. Like I need to just make a montage of all the times he's just like flipping off the other team and yelling at him. Granted, he's doing it sarcastically, but at the same time, not everyone knows he's doing it sarcastically. And then they go, yeah, well, what's up? And Dick goes, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go this way. And then he just runs off in the other direction.
Did not.
He just runs around trolling people, giving them the middle finger.
Hey, what's wrong with all bark and no bite?
Right? Hey, Snoopy does it.
True.
Did I get an answer? Oh yeah, 0.28.
Yeah, 0.28. So what were you saying on that?
2 O's and 2 5s. I'm a lightweight kind of guy.
One.
My gun doesn't shoot
12.
as far as these two.
He uses 2 O's usually, right? Usually,
Yeah.
uses, yeah.
My gun's
His gun shoots like 370-ish, so he...
It's a little older than... it's not very powerful.
It's been used a lot, so the spring's kind of worn down. We gotta probably
Is it
change
like
it
5 years old by now?
Maybe about...
When did you get it?
3, 4. I don't think it's quite 5.
Okay, well...
Yeah, but it's getting up there, yeah. It's been used a lot. It's a workhorse, but anyway. Alright, did you finish your question?
I did finish my question.
Alright.
I finished my wardrobe.
I think we're at 20 minutes now. Alright guys, thank you all for watching this horrible episode.
I liked it.
We're very... I apologize in advance.
I'd watch this
Break
episode.
that one's neck too. And let's see, if you guys have any questions for future Q&A videos in the comment section down below, missed it, please be sure to leave them down below, and then hopefully if you're lucky you might just see your question aired on the very next episode. I really want to break your neck. We'll see you guys next time.
That escalated.
I was a kid.
You can't make videos with you guys anymore.
What do you mean? They're gonna love
This
that.
was terrible!
Why do people even watch Q&A videos?
They're gonna love that. I would watch that one.